What's up, y'all? Super T Sigma, Sigma programming here. This is promo. This is promotion. Promotion to the Sigma Halloween special. Got 2 tracks out there right now on it. You know, with a ton more to come because we in Halloween season. And just like any grocery store, any dollar store, I want to put Halloween displays up there. So with this Halloween Sigma Halloween special, I want to reveal the boogeyman, the ghouls and the goblins. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm taking a negative tone on it. Doesn't mean that I intend for the lyrics to be, bloody or harmful or abrasive in any way. However, I was an avid horror movie fan. Not so much now because the quality of the horror movies dropped off, but I'll still check for anything that Jordan Peele come out with. I'll still check for anything that Stephen King come out with. I'll still check for anything that M. Night Shyamalan comes out with. Yeah, I'm still a fan. So out of respect for the genre, the horror genre, and Halloween being its strongest, that's when they play all the classics that you wanted to see, like the 1978 Halloween. That's the one. The Friday 13th from the 80s and the 90s. Those are the ones. I'm looking for that. So true to form, that's kind of the energy that I'm aiming for, just sonically speaking. I want it to be more like that, more serious. And yeah, it takes some real conscious production choices too. Like when I'm going to make a beat, it's like I might make the whole beat and be like, man, this beat is hot, this beat is slapping, this is it. I could flow on this right now. And then I'm listening to it and I'm like, yeah, but it don't match the Halloween special energy. The vibe is good, but is the chords and everything, the chop up is not, it doesn't match what I'm aiming for. Or the song might be like, okay, well, this would fit more on the Woman in Red series rather than, rather than the Halloween special. So these are just some of the notes that I'm taking. In the revealing of the boogeyman, I'm giving it the slant of shadow work. So like everybody has a boogeyman. It don't mean that they're a monster. It just means that everybody has a shadow self. And that shadow self doesn't mean that it's dark or evil. This shadow self is just simply the hidden self. It's simply your gifts and talents, the stuff that folks don't know about you. And I'm making that like for the positive. So you might be really, really laid back and calm and maybe soft-spoken, almost muted, almost to the point of mumbles. But your shadow, on the other hand, might be like super loquacious, super articulate, very, very, projecting. You might be very, very projecting, very, very articulate, very, you might have strong, forceful, and fierce communicational prowess, but is under the surface. It's the boogeyman, is your boogeyman, is your boogeyman. So this is the time, this is the season where we take out the shadow self and we wear the shadow self like an oversuit. That's the whole boogeyman, Dracula, this one is a witch, this one's a goblin, this one's a Power Ranger. Your shadow self is what you're wearing your shadow self like an outer skin during this season. It's Hallows Eve, the hallowing, the sanctifying of the shadow, the sanctifying of the night. It's not just all about, spirits of the dead. No, the spirit of the things that you allowed to maybe die and represent death within you. Though this is the season to remind you to resurrect these things. Because just like in the time of foliage where the leaves are changing during this same very season and beginning to fall off the trees, there are other trees, you and I, that need to be sprouting fresh leaves. Our leaves don't have to fall because the leaves from the trees fall, you understand. But it's pointing out to a need for us to be the fruitage, the foliage, the vegetation, the greenery. But as you notice, leaves, they grow out of the bark of the tree. So during the winter, you don't see or notice that leaves are coming because all of the trees are bare. But soon as spring hits again, you got leaves, soft, tender, gentle leaves coming out of rock hard tree bark. And so how we are looked at in society and the roles that we're sometimes expected to play in society is like leaves still in the tree bark in the winter process of finding yourself. So what do you do in spring when spring comes? Because you don't just have to wait for spring, the season. You can decide to spring forth. But what's springing forth? The leaves that are hidden in the bark. And people can see all of a sudden your tree bark, your tree becomes fuzzy. And instead of being regularly brown, your tree becomes green, mossy, because they know that growth is coming. That's what it is for a lot of you who are striving to do something, got your own business, working wherever you work, doing whatever you do. When people see that you're getting ready to prosper, just like an aura, just like radiating, they can see that green coming out of the brown tree bark, and they know that leaves are getting ready to spring forth. So that's the slant that I'm giving on Halloween, to give growth to the things that are within you, to the point where you promote the things that are within you and you wear that like a suit. Super T Sigma, Sigma programming. Peace.